Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Elmo.
I'm Tuna.
So in these videos, we're going to be talking about last week's games. And on Friday at 8 p.m., we had Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 2.
Yeah, two late goals. 88th minute for Callum Wilson, 90th minute for Joe Linton. Both of them assisting each other as well. So nice little strike partnership there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think Newcastle missed Callum Wilson last week, so it was good to have him back.
yeah, obviously we said last week how big of a miss he was for them, and he's just picking up on the form he left in. So very promising for them. Decent finish for him.
Mm.
Uh,
Poor from the keeper, though. I think the keeper should have done more in that one-to-one situation.
yeah, well, cracking ball through as well from Joe Linton to
Yeah.
strip the fence and get him in. Obviously slid it through the keeper's legs. And well, for me, was it Joe Linton's goal or was it an own goal?
I always see them because it was a clear deflection. Do you know if it just like grazes someone's leg and
Yeah,
there's not much of a diversion, then I think it should be the strikers. But I think this one, there was a massive deflection, which sent the keeper completely the wrong way. I think this should have been an own goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. They left it late, 88 minutes. I think both teams had some decent chances.
they did. Both goalkeepers again in fantastic form. We seem to be doing this every time Newcastle play at the moment. Is talking about how good of a game Darlow had.
Mm. I think just like last week where Newcastle missed Wilson, this week Palace are missing Zaha.
Certainly, they've played. Well, in the last 17 games they played without Zaha, they've only won 2 of them, losing the other 15. So
Mm.
it shows how big of a player he is for them. And Hodgson's got some work to do with Palace. Said
Yeah,
they had chances, but just not clinical enough, and more possession as well. So they need to look up front.
they're definitely missing something. They've got some decent players. They just need a couple more to just improve them. And we've said this about a few teams. It shouldn't be that team is relying on that one person. Newcastle shouldn't be relying on Wilson, but it's obvious that they play a lot better when Wilson's in the team. Palace struggle without Zaha, and again, they shouldn't be because Zaha's such a good player that he could end up going anywhere in January or in summer. So to have to panic or just completely struggle because they haven't got anyone to replace him, it shouldn't be like that. You should have a couple of players that you're relying on, whether it
Yeah,
be injuries or sales.
and so Palace are pretty decent at the back. Obviously, they've got plenty of experience there, but you look further forward and you've got Batashai, Benteke, Ayew, Schlupp, and none of them are really goal scorers. All strikers, but not people you'd back to score goals when needed.
Yeah, and they're decent players, but they should be pulling the weight as well. So it's partially Palace's fault for maybe not buying the right players, and it's partially their fault as well. When Zaha's out, that should be their chance to step up and go, right, I can take this team forward. I can do something for this team. But it doesn't seem like any of the players step up.
No, and I mean we're saying about these people. Obviously, Darlow did make a good save from Benteke and from Schlupp that denied them, but you gotta you gotta create more chances and you gotta bury your chances.
Mm.
Which Joe Linton did for Newcastle, a player that also hasn't quite been performing like he should. It's only his third goal for Newcastle in the Premier League since last summer, where he joined for £14 million,
I
which
think
is
I
a
read somewhere
lot
it's
of
his
money.
first goal in 17 games.
It's his first one this season, definitely.
Yeah, his first goal in 17 games, which again isn't great, but you need to start somewhere. Maybe this is where it starts, or maybe it's just like a one off. But I think both teams, even though Newcastle got the win, I think both teams they need to be doing a bit more at the moment. They should be doing a lot better. Uh, but this win kind of took Newcastle up a bit. They're now 13th. I think because this game was played on Friday, I think it put them up to 10th before all other games were played.
Yeah,
Um,
they were up to 10th,
Palace,
Palace were 13th. So
yeah, so Palace down to 15th with 13 points. Um, the form for either team isn't great. 2 wins, 3 losses, and a draw for both of them in the last 5 games. I expect to see these. I can't remember where I predicted, but when I've watched both teams, they've got the skill, they've got the players, they can do well. I expect to see these around 8th, 10th, 11th, something like that. But right now, obviously, they're lower than that. We'll see where they
You
got.
have them 13th and 14th. So
Okay, so they're about where, yeah. But I mean,
yeah,
watching them this year, I've kind of changed my opinion on them. I think it's one of those that, and it might be interesting if we do it as well. If we look around Christmas time or halfway period, and where we think the final league table will be, because I definitely see more in Brighton than I did at the start of the season after watching them perform. But I had I had this game 2-1 to Newcastle, so I just needed that Palace goal. But it got me a point.
whereas I didn't need either of the 2 late goals because I had 0-0. So it
Yeah,
got me absolutely nothing.
yeah, because you kind of predicted quite a few 0-0s, and you said that there's only been 3 at start of the season. So I did think that was a bit weird.
It's quite annoying for obviously 88th minute for the first goal to go in. You start to think, okay, well, especially with the former keepers are in, this could happen. It could be a 0-0 to kick us off, and unfortunately not.
Yeah, Callum Wilson said no. Okay, guys, that's it for this week with the match reviews. I hope we enjoyed them all. If you hopefully you check them all out. All 10 should be up now. Don't forget to check out next week's videos. There's also an FA Cup 3rd round draw video that's been up, and there's going to be plenty more videos going up, not just us talking about the Premier League and the reviews and that. So please check them out along with our socials down below. Please subscribe, like this video, add a comment. I've been Elmo,
I've been Tuna.
and see you later.
Swim.